Good day, viewers and listeners, and welcome to the Progress Report. In this episode, we will hear from Stanley Amatefu, CEO of Ghana Chamber of Commerce, Guyana.
So the Ghana Chamber of Commerce, Guyana, as you know, was commissioned in May 2022 with the idea or objective of facilitating trade between Africa, the Caribbean, which is now known as the South African region, and South America. It's been a steady progression since we commissioned the chamber. So far, I would say we've managed to bring in at least 13 companies from Africa, not just Ghana alone, Nigeria, Kenya, and some other parts of Africa. So far, we've been doing quite a good number of work with regards to local content creation. Out of those 13 companies, I'll say at least 5 have concluded a JV agreements with local Guyanese companies within different sectors. One of the local Ghanaian companies, West Coast Energy, they announced their joint venture partnership with a Guyanese company called eMagic, where they will be assisting the government to do to monitor the production of oil, and we have another company here called DFAS Engineering who do civil works, and they also do ICT infrastructure. They are looking to work with the regulators and the local retail banks so that they can provide cybersecurity, provide data centers, and other applications that will make life easier for the Guyanese people. So in that sense, there is a lot of work that is going on. We are tapping into those opportunities. So this company that I'm talking about that is looking to provide these solutions, they have in fact provided a solution in Ghana with some of the retail banks, where once you download the bank's application, you can actually open a bank account without having to go to the bank. In fact, I know people that haven't been to the bank since they opened the accounts, because all they do is electronic transfers. And that is a solution that I personally see that Guyana needs. If you drive around during the week, you realize that the banks open around the same times that businesses are open, right? So in order for people to conduct their banking transactions, they'll have to wait till it's lunchtime. So you go around the banks and realize that during lunch, there are queues that span beyond 2 blocks, in order for people to come and do transactions. So something like that would ease the banking sector work. We're looking at not just oil and gas, seeing as everyone is focused on the oil. But once the oil is there, it means there's wealth. And once there's wealth, it means other sectors can develop. So we have companies that are here that are doing civil works and real estate. We have companies that are looking at banking and finance, insurance, healthcare, and education. So there's quite a lot going on. With the rest of the companies that haven't finalized their JV arrangements, they have actually started talks with local partners. They have located their local partners. So I would say by second to third quarter, all of those arrangements will be finalized. With regards to the government institutions, Go Invest, for instance, we work closely with them. In fact, they signed an MOU with the GIPC, which is Ghana's Investment Promotion Center, to cover trade between both nations as well. So we work closely with both of them to ensure that we're able to meet the mandates that we have set out. I know Go Invest have certain incentives set out which would give certain tax breaks, or you can apply through them to get maybe tax waivers when you're bringing in certain machinery. For international investors or international companies that are coming into the country to do work, those things actually help assist or make the investment climate a lot more suitable for them. Because if I'm bringing in machines that are worth however $1 million and I come and have to pay taxes that are just as high, it makes my investment capital quite limited. Because if I don't have to pay those taxes initially, I'll have enough money to do training, I'll have enough money to get an office, I'll have enough money to hire staff, so those incentives I'll say are very good. We have an entity that is in sanitation, and they are looking to come here as well. They collect plastic waste in Ghana, and they form wheelie bins with it. And I have been informed that they're looking to come and do a similar setup here. So that in itself is an advancement that we can look at. That same entity also has a plant where they recycle, and then I think the end product will be fertilizer from the recycling of the waste. So that's another thing that they're looking to do here, and that in itself can also help with the agri sector. That Guyana has taken the title from the US in the sense that Guyana is now the land of opportunity. You know, there's so much to be done here. And like you said, these opportunities are there for you to invest however many billions of dollars here within the infrastructure space. And I can guarantee you, I could bet you bottom dollar that the Ghanaian entities or the African entities out there are paying close attention to this, and they're all willing to make that investment. One of the major things that Ghanaian businesses look out for is diversity and inclusion. So a lot of them are pushing for the agenda of having gender equality within organizations. So you know that's another goal that we're trying to reach. You know, and now doing business globally, one of the or two of the main areas that global businesses look at is whether or not you're SDG compliant or you're ESG compliant. You know, and you'd find that some businesses wouldn't even do business with you if you aren't. And most of the Ghanaian businesses have caught up to that, or the African businesses have caught up to that. So as part of their agenda, they make sure that they are SDG and ESG compliant, and that in itself helps reach the sustainability goals that the government is looking to achieve. It's been a very pleasant experience. You can move around freely, it's safe. The people are very hospitable. I mean, everyone that I've come in contact with, they've basically accepted me like I'm a local Guyanese person. And that in itself makes me feel really, really at home here.
Guyana remains an investment destination with economic growth fueled by policies that encourages entrepreneurs, investors, and the private sector to participate in the value chain as the country develops. We encourage you to explore the many opportunities that exist. Until next time, I am Vivekanand Rajkumar.